at this point of time, in fact, when we are talking about the merits of the Waqf Amendment Bill as well. Now, joining me next on the broadcast is BJP Lok Sabha MP, Mr. Sanjay Jaiswal. Thank you, sir, for joining us live on the broadcast. Appreciate you joining me this morning. First up, I want to understand from you, when we are talking in the detail of how exactly Waqf Amendment Bill and the areas concerning the controversy is like, can you help us understand how the bill will help the India's poor Muslims and also the Muslims and the women coming from the backward community?
It's very clear that Waqf is having more than 9 lakh properties. There is a lot of controversy how much land area they are having, but there are reports that they are having up to 37 lakh acres of land. The collection in 2024 was 1.3 crores, a mere 1.3 crores. That too when in 2019 the collection was 150 crores. From 150 crores, 150 crores, they have reached to 1.3 crores. The biggest problem is that all the mutawallis who are basically the caretakers of the Waqf property, only they are flourishing, they are earning money, their kids are studying abroad, they are enjoying life, and the Waqfs are made for upliftment of poor Muslim people, which is not be done. With a clear transparency and a scrutiny by CAG. Naturally, you have to be transparent in your collection. You have to see that the money has been properly utilized or not. And I am sure by the year 2029, the collection of Waqf properties will be more than 10,000 crores, which will help in the upliftment of poor Muslims. Now, this fact is very well understood by not only opposition parties, but also those who try to be the leaders of minority committee. They know it very well that if BJP has put this bill and they are bringing technical persons, they are bringing the chartered accountants, they are bringing educational people from their community. Naturally, this will take care of transparency, which is absolutely not there. And once the reports will come that the money has been increased by 30 or 40 times and this money is being helped to the poor Muslims, their whole politics of minorities will fail. And that's what they fear most. And this is the only reason why they are opposing Waqf Bill.
Well, sir, the opposition, when we talk about, is objecting the inclusion of a non-Muslim in the Waqf board. This is along a lot of amendments that have been proposed by the JPC that the opposition is opposing. So, how would you respond to this, specifically this part where the opposition has been showing the criticism about that the inclusion of a non-Muslim in the Waqf board is not necessary, and the other parts where the opposition is miffed with the fact that these amendments are unnecessary, these are a complete violation of how the rights of the Muslims are protected in the country?
See, it's neutral. The district magistrate or any person can be a Muslim. If the district magistrate is not Muslim or the officer is a not Muslim, it can be a non-Muslim. But the peoples will be represented from mutawallis, the people will be represented from Islamic scholars, the people will be represented from different dargah and khanqa. So the majority is always Muslims. But the purpose is that you cannot stop one officer. He is a government officer. He is not a Hindu or Muslim. You cannot stop a government officer to be a part of it only because he doesn't belong to minority. And they are also very clear that it's a property management board. So managing property, if any efficient officer is doing that, I don't think so there should be any objection. Waqf is a central law, and it's basically for managing the property so that the poor Muslims can get as much help as possible, and definitely this bill will succeed.
Sir, when we talk about the opposition stand, how do you react to the politics that has been shown by the opposition parties and the united face that the opposition parties have put up, where they're engaging in the are they engaging in the politics of appeasement or not, is what I'm asking at this point of time.
See, first thing is that it has become prospective. What has happened in past, but it's not going to happen in future. You cannot make a law in Indian Constitution by saying that I think that this property belongs to Waqf and the property will belong to Waqf. And the people who are living there for 200, 300 years, they have to show the paper whether it's Waqf or not. Now, for future, it has been made clear that if you want to donate any property, you get it registered. You are giving it on the name of Allah. So, if you are giving it on the name of God, it should be a clear title suit. Why you should make a Waqf by mouth and later on some other will claim, no, this is not Waqf, this is my property, or there has not been division in it, or even the women of minority community should also have the rights. So, the real problem is that why we have included 2 women, why we have included pasmandas, because pasmandas are basically those people who have been converted in 100, 200, 300, 400 years. And still they don't have any say either in Waqf management or in the politics. So, by giving power to pasmandas, by giving power to Muslim women, that's the reason why the politicians and these All India Muslim Personal Law Board doesn't want that pasmandas and women should also have equal stake in Waqf management.
Well, Mr. Jaiswal, then what changes do you think that the Waqf Amendment Bill is going to bring about, and how constructively can these be viewed?
The bill will be passed. The bill is good for everyone. The bill is good for minority communities. It will help minority community. The bill will clear the myth that anything we have heard, that somebody is saying that parliament belongs to Waqf, somebody says that president house belongs to Waqf. There has been claimed that when the Kumbh was going on, that the whole Kumbh area is a Waqf property. These things only create trouble in communities. So, it's very clear we are nothing we have to do against what has been in past. But for future, once for all, anyone who wants to donate for Waqf, he can do Waqf with proper papers.
The important question also lies here that has the NDA got the support that it needs for the numbers? What in fact your take is on the numbers that has to be secured by the NDA from the allies to get the bill passed?
That the whole Kumbh area is a Waqf property. These things only create trouble in communities. So, it's very clear we are nothing we have to do against what has been in past. But for future, once for all, anyone who wants to donate for Waqf, he can do Waqf with proper papers.
Mr. Jaiswal, one last thing that I want to ask from you is that how do we not let the vested interest get in the way and use the Waqf Amendment Bill to create the communal divide? How do we not let that happen? Share your thoughts, please.
People should understand, the minority community should ask question to their leaders, why there has been, with so many properties, why there has been no help to the poor Muslim people, why the mutawallis are taking away all the money, why it was not loaded on Vamsi portal, though the order was very clear in 2008 that it should be loaded and there is computerization. Mr. Asauddin Owaisi himself has asked a question in 2012. It was an unstarred question that does central government knows how much looting is going on in the Waqf properties? It was his question. On 13th March 2020, Mr. Akbaruddin Owaisi said in Telangana with assembly that either you take away the Waqf bill or give honest people to the Waqf right. He said that there should be a CBI or CID inquiry or a retired judge should investigate all those wrongdoings which has been happened in Waqf. So if people like Asauddin Owaisi or Akbaruddin Owaisi, and I am quoting it on 13th March 2020 as a leader of AMIM party, Akbaruddin Owaisi has said in Telangana assembly that either you dismantle the Waqf law or you give it to honest people, and this clearly shows that what they talk and what the real thing are, it's a lot of difference. We are trying to, we have been facing these problems when the triple talaq was there. We are facing this problem by some trouble creating people, but we know that within 2 years, all Muslims will be happy that now Waqf property is being used for their upliftment.
All right, Mr. Sanjay Jaiswal, the BJP MP from Lok Sabha, thank you very much for speaking to us and also giving us your time, specifically when just an hour left for the Waqf Amendment Bill to be tabled by the Union Minority Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju in the Parliament. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Now, viewers, on that note, that is all of the news of the nation and the world. We'll continue to track all the developments very closely. Stay with us.